What a match we have, my friends. What a great game. When Santos Laguna and Chivas de Guadalajara step onto the field, it is never just another game. This is a clash of titans, a story of history, passion, and pride. On one side, you have the Warriors of Santos, a team known for their fighting spirit and their fortress, the Corona Stadium. On the other side, the legendary Chivas, a club that represents the soul of Mexican football, playing with only Mexican players. This is a rivalry that divides families and stops the nation. The air crackles with excitement. The stage was set on that evening of June 23, 2024, for a battle that promised everything. The opening minutes of the match were a tense and calculated affair, a true chess match between two brilliant managers. Santos, playing with the confidence of the home crowd behind them, tried to control the middle of the field. Guadalajara, however, was well prepared. Their defense, led by the experienced Gilberto Tiba Sepulveda, stood firm and organized. Chivas slowly began to grow into the game, finding their rhythm through the creative genius of their number 10, Roberto Piotr Alvarado. Around the 20th minute, Guadalajara created the first clear chance of the game. A brilliant pass from Alvarado split the Santos defense, sending Ricardo Marin clear on goal. But the Santos goalkeeper, Carlos Acevedo, proved why he is considered one of the best in the league. He rushed off his line, made himself big, and produced a spectacular one-on-one save to keep the score level. What a save! Whatever was said in the locker rooms at halftime worked like magic, because the second half exploded into life. Chivas came out with renewed purpose and aggression, looking to catch Santos off guard, and just 5 minutes after the restart, they did exactly that. In the 50th minute, a swift counterattack caught the Santos defense off guard. He slipped a perfect pass to Fernando Nene Beltran, who had made a brilliant run from midfield. Beltran took one touch to set himself, and then calmly put the ball past the rushing Acevedo. Goal! Goal for Chivas. The visiting fans erupted as Guadalajara took a 1-0 lead. The goal stunned the home crowd into silence, but it lit a fire under the Santos players. They responded not with panic, but with relentless pressure. They threw players forward, desperate to find a tying goal. Cross after cross was sent into the box, and the Chivas defense was forced into a series of last-ditch clearances. And in the 68th minute, their persistence paid off. A corner kick was sent into the middle of the penalty area. After a chaotic scramble, the ball fell to the feet of Harold Preciado. The Colombian striker, a true goal scorer, made no mistake. He turned and smashed the ball into the back of the net from close range. Goal! Goal for Santos! The final 20 minutes were pure amazing drama. Both teams pushed for a winning goal, throwing caution to the wind. It was end-to-end action, with chances at both ends of the field. A header from Chivas' Sepulveda hit the crossbar, and moments later, a shot from Santos' Brunetta was bravely blocked on the goal line. The tension was unbearable, but the man of the moment would be Chivas' rising star, Yael Padilla. The young winger, brought on as a substitute in the second half, was about to write his name into the history of this rivalry with a moment of pure magic. In the 85th minute, the match found its decisive moment. Padilla received the ball on the left wing, alone against a Santos defender. With a burst of speed and a dazzling piece of skill, he cut inside, leaving his defender behind. He looked up and from just outside the penalty area unleashed an unstoppable curving shot. The ball flew like an arrow, bending away from the outstretched arms of Acevedo and settling into the top right corner of the net. Amazing goal. Amazing goal. Amazing goal for Chivas. Of course, no classic match is complete without a bit of controversy. In the dying moments of the game, Santos desperately pushed for another tying goal. A long ball was sent into the Chivas box, and a Santos attacker fell down after a challenge from a defender. The entire stadium screamed for a penalty. After a tense review, the decision was made: no penalty. The Chivas players breathed a sigh of relief, while the Santos players and fans were left furious and heartbroken. The final whistle blew shortly after, confirming a dramatic 2-1 victory for Guadalajara on the road. When the referee finally brought this epic game to a close, the final score read, Santos 1, Guadalajara 2. The contrasting emotions on the field told the entire story. The Chivas players celebrated together, a mixture of exhaustion and pure joy on their faces. They had gone into the Lions' Den, the strong Corona Stadium, and emerged with all 3 points. This was a massive victory, a statement of intent to the rest of the league. For Santos Laguna and their passionate supporters, the feeling was one of bitter disappointment. To play so well, to fight back from a goal down, and to lose in such a dramatic way at home is a tough pill to swallow. This single match has big effects for both clubs' seasons. For Chivas, the 3 points move them up the league table, keeping them firmly in the hunt for a top spot and a direct path into the playoffs. The hero was undoubtedly Yael Padilla, whose moment of individual brilliance decided a fiercely contested match. His goal was worthy of winning any game. It was a game that had everything: tactical battles, incredible goals, heroic saves, and late drama. A true classic. This is the magic of Liga MX. This is the passion of Santos versus Chivas. That's how football is.